Has a guy ever wasted your time? Have you ever like spent a lot of time investing in someone and then at the end of it you're like, wow, I wish I knew this was gonna end like this and that he didn't actually want a relationship because I wouldn't have wasted my time. Yeah, I could imagine, because I am on Instagram every single day reading through my DMs, and by the way, if you're not following me, you should do that because I'm looking at my DMs and like so many of you are like, yo, can you please make a video on how to know if a guy actually wants a relationship or if he doesn't want a relationship so I can know and not waste any more time. And so I figured, hey, maybe we should make a video just talking about some signs to be able to tell that maybe he's not interested in having a relationship at this point. So if you guys are excited about this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up down below. Also, if we get over 5,000 thumbs up, I'll make another video like this in the future where I give more ways to be able to read a guy's mind basically, because I just think those videos are cool. And also, if this is your first time ever watching one of my videos and you don't hate my face, feel free to subscribe as well because we make videos like this every single week that I remember to make a video. And also hit that bell so you have notifications turned on so that when I upload a video, you're one of the first ones to see it before everyone else. You get like early access just by hitting a button. But anyway, I'm very tired, so let's get this video over with. And with that being said, let's fake some energy and dive right in. By the way, I actually am dead serious. I could not be more tired right now. But we're faking the energy because we're just gonna fake it till we make it, baby. So the first way to be able to tell if a guy likes you, if a guy's attracted to you, if he actually wants to date you, I want you to imagine you're at a party, okay? You walk into the party, guy's over there, you see the guy, and you're standing still, he sees you, maybe he doesn't see you. Here's the thing, if he's attracted to you, I don't know why, he's just gonna sense your presence when you walk into a room. I don't know what it is, but if he sees you, if you guys walk into a social gathering, you guys are both there, you didn't go in together, but both you got there, and he doesn't walk up to you first, he's not attracted to you. Because if he was, he would literally walk over to you. It's like the law of attraction. Like literally in space, let's say you got the Earth and you got an asteroid in space, okay? Little, you know what? Asteroid's up here, Earth down here. They're both doing their space thing. If the Earth is bigger than the asteroid, the Earth has a stronger attraction, a stronger gravitational pull. Therefore, the Earth is gonna be doing its Earth thing, which is awesome, and the asteroid, as it's flying around in space, if it gets within the Earth's gravitational pull, boom, it's gonna crash into Earth. Go ask the dinosaurs how that worked out. They'll tell you all about it. It sucked apparently, but here's the thing. If you're at a party with another person, okay, you guys are in the same room, you're within each other's gravitational field. Therefore, the more attractive person can stand still and the less attractive person, the weaker force is gonna be attracted to the stronger one. It's like two magnets. So if you really want to know if a guy likes you, if you guys are in the same room and he doesn't go over to you, he's either playing hard to get or he doesn't like you, okay? If you want me to make a video on how to tell if a guy's playing hard to get, leave it in the comment section down below. Let me know. So that's the first way to be able to tell if a guy does not like you. And the second way to be able to tell if a guy likes you, or if he does not, is whether or not he ever wants to have one-to-one time with you. If a guy doesn't want to have any one-on-one time with you, if he's never asking you out on dates, if he's always like kind of letting you invite him out to stuff, or whenever you guys are doing stuff, it's like always group activities, because I think there's times where it's good to have like group activities. If he's inviting you to stuff, good sign, but if like the only time you see him is through mutual friends, he doesn't like you yet. It doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have a chance with him, it just means that he's not attracted to you yet. He's not interested in you as more than just an acquaintance. Because like I have certain friends who I can hang out with one-on-one and it's a good time, and then there's other friends that I have where I'm like, yeah, they're a cool person, I like them, but I'm not gonna hang out with them one-on-one, that'd just be weird. And really what you have to do is be able to tell whether or not that's someone who you could see yourself hanging out with one-on-one, or if it's someone who you just see in like group activities and if it might get awkward if it was one-on-one or not. Now the third way to be able to tell if a guy doesn't like you, honestly, this one's a huge one, it's such a sleeper too. It depends on how he hugs you. When you see him and he's like, yo, what's up? And he gives you like a one-armed like little like side hug, yo, he ain't into you. But if he sees you, he goes over to you, he gives you a hug, he like crosses his arms when he's hugging you, he brings you in, it's like chest to chest, like fucking waist to waist, like the more skin to skin contact with the hug, the more he likes you. Because the more y'all are touching when he's doing the hug, the more strength in the hug, the more he is comfortable and trusting of you. It also releases more oxytocin because it feels good because you're touching someone and you trust them, and so it's also a good way to make someone who likes you like you more. That's more Attract Academy level psychology stuff. But seriously, like before I started learning all this psychology stuff and like, you know, basically human behavior like on a really deep level, like I never realized like it was so easy to tell how much someone would like someone else based on the type of hug they would give. Now, I can introduce two people to each other, like who might know each other, might not, and I can tell how attracted they are to each other just on the hug. Now, the next way to be able to tell whether or not a guy actually likes you, or if he maybe doesn't like you, maybe he's just kind of wasting your time, he's not interested, is if he's giving you mixed signals. And why is that? Why is a guy giving mixed signals not, you know, a 50-50? Sometimes he might like you, sometimes he might not. Look, I have a whole other video that's all about mixed signals and what it could possibly mean, but most of the time, if someone is giving you mixed signals, it's because he doesn't like you. It's like if you go to a store and someone's trying to sell you something that you don't really want, you're gonna listen to what he has to say and you're gonna be like, oh, okay, that's cool, you know, I'll think about it, let me get back to you, maybe I'll get it later, but you're not actually going to buy it. And the reason why is because you don't want it, but you also don't want to be mean. And also, really what it comes down to is that when value is clear, decisions are easy. If the person sees you as a valuable person, someone who makes their life better, someone who they enjoy having in their life more than not having in their life, they're going to do everything they can to keep you in their life. And if they're giving you mixed signals, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, not really giving you a clear, definitive answer, that is an answer. And the problem is that when you like someone, you're not really sure what to believe because your emotions want you to believe one thing and logic is telling you another thing. But if you like someone, are you ever going to give them mixed signals? No. And are there certain situations where maybe a guy's giving you mixed signals and he does like you? Sure, if you want to watch that video, you can. But most of the time, he doesn't actually like you if he's giving you those mixed signals in the first place. Now, the next way to be able to tell if a guy doesn't really like you, if he's not interested in you, is if he never flirts with you. And I still want to make a video about like signs a guy is flirting with you. Let me know if you guys want me to make that video still. Actually, let me know, can you tell if a guy is flirting with you? Do you know like what kind of signs to look out for? If you do, what signs do you look for to tell whether or not a guy is flirting? Let me know. But really what it comes down to is if you are talking to a guy and you know how to flirt with a guy, you know exactly what to say and what to do to flirt with a guy, and when you do those things, he's not flirting back, he's not into you. Because if he was into you and you flirt with him, you give him reasons to flirt back with you, you're literally giving him permission, and he doesn't want to flirt back, it's because he doesn't want to give you the wrong impression. And also, if you flirt with someone and do it in the wrong kind of way, you don't know how to do it in an attractive way, you'll actually make them really uncomfortable and actually scare them away from potentially liking you more in the future. So this is one of those things that you have to be really careful about when you're doing it. You have to know how to do it, when to do it, like there's a lot of different factors that come into play. But for example, I went out with a group of friends last week and I remember there were some girls that I never met before, and there was one girl who, I'm not going to get into the specifics of the situation, but basically I could tell she was trying to say some flirty stuff, and literally what I would do in that situation, because she wasn't exactly someone I was interested in, but I also didn't want to be mean, all I would do is change the subject as quickly as possible. And so pay attention to things like that. If you say something that can be misinterpreted as a sexual innuendo or something like that, and they don't like make a joke about that, or if you make a joke about that and they don't laugh, or maybe they laugh, like they have like a nervous laugh about it and they don't really know how to react, and you can just tell that they're not comfortable, it's because they're not, they don't want to be mean, but they also don't want to give you the wrong idea by being too nice, and they don't know how to react in that situation. That's what's going on. I hope that made sense. If that didn't make sense, I can clarify it for you guys more, but yeah, that's pretty much the whole deal with that. And the last way to be able to tell if a guy's not interested in you is if he says he doesn't want a girlfriend. Why do I say that? Because if he did want a girlfriend, he would tell you. Every guy who's had a girlfriend before got a girlfriend before because the girl was valuable to them, because they wanted to date that person. Therefore, in the future, if they meet someone who meets that criteria again, they will want to date that person again. And of course, everyone has certain times in their life where they want to be single. They want to go out there and meet a bunch of different people and live that single life. Everyone should experience that at some point. But the idea behind that is that you are single, you are going out and meeting new people, so that eventually when you do find someone who's special, who's different from everyone else, you do date them. And if someone tells you that they don't want to date anyone right now, what they're telling you is that they're not interested in dating you right now. That's a really good way for you to be able to tell a guy, if you're not interested in him, be like, hey, yeah, right now I'm not looking to date anyone, even if you are. Because that's the nicest way for you to communicate with him that you don't want to date him, and you're also saying, I don't want to date anyone else either. The only time that gets awkward is when you find someone really cool and you start dating them like immediately after. But for the most part, everyone wants to find that special someone at some point. It's just that some people are find more of a rush than other people. And if you're someone who is interested in finding that special someone, if there's someone you like right now and you want to date them and they're not looking for a relationship right now, the worst thing you can do is try and pressure them into hanging out with you more and liking you more. The best thing you can do is give them all the space to do whatever they want. The problem is a lot of times people will mess it up because they'll give them too much space, the person will forget about them, and then they'll lose their interest completely, so they don't know how to do that perfect balancing act where they're being attractive but they're not being needy. And it sounds really complicated. It's really not, though. I think a lot of people just overthink it. And if you want some advice on how to do that, I have something called the attraction checklist that breaks down 6 different things you can do that make you more attractive and step-by-step strategies for what to do with every single thing on that checklist. So basically, if you do all 6 things that are on that checklist, you will make anyone like you. If you want to get more information on how you can get that, you can click the link in the description down below and check that out. But anyway, guys, that's really all I've got to say on it, so thanks for watching, and I will see you on that page in just a second.